I'm Alicia Hinson, and welcome to another episode of Festival Vibes from here at our home this year, the States Visitor Center.
Yo, Boom Jordan English sending in hard Bajan, you know, we're fully active with Festival Vibes, you understand? Everybody plug in, keep the thing active.
Fully outside, everything nice, we on a boat ride. The champagne bust it till it dark out, we go all out. So full up my cup till it capsize. Tell the bartender we need more ice, and we gon' be alright. We only got one life, so we live it now, like we living fast. Cause you never know, so I living like it's my last. Forgive me for all I done, cause I know I ain't perfect. But baby, I own it. I wanna live in the moment. I wanna live in the moment.
Cheers. It's another edition of Festival Vibes TV. We are here at States Visitor Center. And with me, Grateful Co. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. God is a greatness. Bless the love for sure.
It's sure, for sure. Let's start by talking about your journey into singing, your journey into soca.
Well, it started at the age of 8 years old. Yeah, I was interned with my mom into junior monarch. Big to Anthony Sargent. He came around. Scouting for talent. I was a student at St. John Primary. And he came out scouting for talent. I think there was no time. I was performing for graduation, like doing the guest performance. He was like, nah, this youngster can really sing. We put you in the junior monarch rather. So I started junior monarch 8 years old. I became the soca king in 2004 and also 2007. And I mean, so I always had a passion for singing to the fact that I got a big cousin, Miguel White. Yes, which is his name is Miguel Vibes right now in the soca state. But he was just singing like bands and stuff. So to us, he coming home and I also got all the girls. All the girls, and I said, what are you? My God, girls. Singing sweet.
You didn't say sweet too.
And that was the journey for sure. I just fell in love with it.
So that king in 2007, your name back then was not Grateful Co.
No, it was Coco.
It was Coco.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't remember that Coco. That this is the same Grateful Co right now that was the king in 2007, and he is here in this era. Let's say that, and he's bringing out hit after hit after hit. 7 songs out for the season so far. Tell me about those 7 songs.
Well, at first of all, I can say it was a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. I had to be in the studio from early working with more than one producer. So like first off, the first one is I Like You, written by Puddy Trigger, produced by Barman. The second one, Josh J, Living Fast, written by Josh J King, produced by Josh J King. That's mainly about living in the moment, like giving thanks and praises for life and not like you know you say you don't got tomorrow put down.
Correct.
But you living life like, not so you living wild and reckless, but you living life and enjoying the moment. Correct. So like, you know, like you holding on, like, see right now in this moment, we enjoying, we holding on for this moment. So we living in the moment. You know what I mean? Third one is Throwback. Written by DJ Spider, produced by DJ Spider, for sure. Paul Paris put the link between me and DJ Spider, for sure. And I did a song with him last year till morning, and he hit me back this year. He was like, Coy, I got something for you. Next song is a feature with Faith Calendar, Steel.
Yes.
Very nice. That was Paul again hit me up. He got this song. He want me to do it was Faith. You know what I mean? Faith is my long-time friend. Hear the song was like, whoa, this is it. Like, I believe that we didn't really have like a male and a female really collaboration like Daddy and Long. That get back like a lyric and Alison Hines, and you know what I mean? And so I was like, you know what? That's something a good idea. Me and Faith, good energy. You know what I mean? And he says that we hit with our song, Wackets galore. Trust and believe it is Wackets galore. Next song, I know everybody sung along.
No, but we're talking about the music. We getting the fans familiar with the music. You got Party Up with Mikey Mercer.
Party Up, trust and believe. See that song? That's
Energy.
Energy. And trust me, I went to rehearsal yesterday with Mikey. I thought I had energy. This man got some energy. Oh, listen to me. For real, so like, and song I released on Monday. That's with Father Fox, Rum and Soca.
Soca, yes, I heard that one.
Rhythm.
We see Grateful Cole in the social commentary arena. Can we look forward to that this year?
To be honest, them tricked me this year because they bring up the registration things and everything. I get to register, but then when I ask for the scores, they get decided, so what you watching this year? Maybe sound done. Right, so that's the process that we're going through right now. So the process is that the song is not finished, but picking the crop can be problems again this year with Grateful Cole.
Good. We are so happy to hear that. We want the competition, we want the problems, we want the talent.
Yeah, for sure. I really enjoyed it last year too. You know what I mean? For me, the people are saying like you should have win, you should do this, but for me, I already win. I already won. For the time I get on that stage, for the time I got the chance to get on that stage, for my voice to be heard, I know that somebody, even if it wasn't in the crowd or that night time, even if they watch it on TV, even if they hear it, I know I had to touch someone's heart.
Yes,
so
you did.
From time that I know that happened, I was a winner. I didn't need that 100 grand. God already blessed me 100 grand more.
What advice do you have for an upcoming artist that wants to get into this genre, but so afraid right now? Or
don't give up. Because people look at me, Grateful Cole right now, and think, oh, Grateful Cole just come back in music and blow. People wanna line. Since I come back in music, right? I come back in music like 2000 and probably 17. And I've been pushing and get, saying my first kind of breakthrough song in 2019, do thing. And like give me a look, and then 2020, 2021, I come with location and finally get a little trigger, so great, 2025. And I've been triggering and working, and I had times of running up on the stage with location, big song with location, running up on the stage with Salis and like singing for free.
yes,
For free, like if they go book it somewhere, just give me one song, brothers. And then they come along and they bring my brother Grateful Cole, run up on stage, people straight get booked. And walk up, and people straight. I get a quark, but I get myself up there.
and you know what is interesting about it? Your performance was, you can tell that you weren't paid by your performance.
Nope.
I don't know which ones you were paid for or not paid for, but I know that I was outside in 2024, and each time I saw this guy on stage, the performance was fantastic.
Yeah, because I love it, man. I love it. I believe that, man. You know what I mean? God give me a talent, and my talent to sing and perform. And I know it's sang one song, people smiling.
Oh yes.
I speak good myself, man. I love it.
So my final question then, when everybody's at a fair, you know, they're partying, but they still got the phone and they're still recording. When you go home and you go on social,
Wow.
IG, and you see all these people posting your performance, and you see the audience partying and stuff, what is that feeling like?
Yeah, that'd be so great. I'd be like, yeah, cool, you're doing something good. Like the people like you, you're doing, just go keep at it. Like you see, just now I was on the phone there, one of my close friends, Rose, we was talking about how I could enhance my performance for this year, what we could do now to engage, treat every song differently, what we could do, like how we could use this song to engage the argument, how we could break it down to the audience, the crowd, like what's part we can make them sing. You know what I mean? So like that's what we're working on right now, just to build the craft and like anybody out there, don't give up. Keep striving, and someday God gonna see that sweat and do so that. Whip it through up until you go forward with them blessings.
It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on Festival Vibes TV. We are happy to have you, and we wish you a successful 2025, and keep bringing that energy, keep bringing us the sweet sounds and the sweet waistline moves.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. God is the greatest, Barbados. I keep on supporting Grateful Cole, all the soca artists out here. We looking to push Barbados and this music to the world. So just hug us, hand to hand, and let me ride, let me go.
Boom.
Boom.
Welcome back to Festival Vibes. We are here with DJ Technical. I told you I was going to feature the guys today, so it was an all guys show. Technical, welcome to Festival Vibes.
Thank you for having me.
Technical has multiple talents. He's a DJ, he's a photographer, he's in a little bit of everything, but he's not a singer. Technical, when I'm going to touch 98 first. You are an announcer DJ on 98.1 The One.
Yes, miss.
When you got that call, when you submitted that application and you got that call to come in that you were going to be working on the station, how did it feel?
Honestly, it was one of the best feelings I ever got, because being a DJ is one of my ultimate dreams and stuff like that. And to be able to be at that young age and get a call from a very well-known station to want to hire me, I call my mom, I call my dad, I call everyone. I tell them, yes, you could be on 98, just know. And from that, the feeling was just exhilarating.
Good. You are a DJ of every genre of music. What's your favorite genre of music?
My favorite genre would be R&B.
R&B, wait.
Growing up, my mom played a lot of R&B in her house, and she said it always touched the soul. So the gateway to most people in music for me is R&B. But my next, on top of that, there would be soca as well too, because soca is our culture and I grew up in it. So it hits different.
Tell me about your journey in becoming a DJ. Where did it start? How did it start? Who were your influencers? Who were the people that you looked up to along that journey?
My journey as a DJ started off when I was a drummer at secondary school at Dayton Griffith. And one day I was just fooling around on the drums, and the music teacher came in, Mr. Yerwood, and he asked me if I ever think about becoming a DJ. So I never thought of it like that day before. And then as I progressed, I started downloading Virtual DJ, call everybody, ask them what music to play. And my mom also was one of my big inspirations because of her love for music as well. And playing it always in City House taught me to not play for myself, but always play for the crowd. So whatever I do, don't think of me, think of others first. My sister bought me my first DJ controller and laptop. And after that, it was just start building until I get to the point that I own one of the biggest stations. And I could actually say I feel happy about it.
Who's your biggest influencer or the person you look up to most?
The person I look up to most would be Puffy, honestly, and Just Jay, because their caliber of DJing and style is one that's out of this world, honestly. And to see how the guys take one instrumental and then take an a cappella version from a different song and blend it together, and then sometimes even do a remix off of it, inspired me to try doing something like that as well. So not sure if anyone ever heard it before, but I did a couple on my own, and I sent it off to a couple of DJs, and someone was like, yeah, Technical, I want this here. Where you get this here from? And I could only say that because the inspiration from True Puffy and Just Jay.
What would you say to any young person, as a young person yourself, who wants to become that DJ? What journey to follow and the things now that you've learned over the time, what do they need to learn and train for to help them to be successful in the journey?
To become successful in the journey, I will always advise someone to keep their head on. And if you have the love for music, don't have the love for just one genre. Have the love for all music and appreciate every culture, is because you never know that you might have an opportunity to travel the world and play somewhere else, and you might not be accustomed to that culture, but because you train yourself in it and practice constantly, you'll be able to get better and be able to go forward. And the main thing is always listen. Don't ever think that you're a know-it-all. because it had other people that did the job before you that know better and could be able to help you get further. So the main key thing is to listen to someone that was in it long and take what advice is for you, and if it's not for you, just put it inside a bag at the side, because you never know when you might need to use it.
Technical, it's been a pleasure having you here. I wish you every success as a young DJ,
Thank you.
as a very young person in their career, on your journey, and have fun. Be who you want to be, and let people like you for who you are.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
I like you and you and you and you and you and you and you. Listen to your boy Grateful Core. Plug into Festival Voice. Your boy Grateful Core here. I'll be having a good time. God is the greatest. Up next for sure. Soca.
Welcome back to Festival Vibes. We're featuring the guys this week. All guys on this episode of the show. And I am here with Jordan English.
Harbajan.
Harbajan.
Active.
Active. Harbajan, let's start with that brand. How did you come about it? And then you took it international.
Yeah.
And everywhere you went, from me following you, people were just excited.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
That's our lifestyle. Do everything hard.
Do everything hard. That is
everything
not what
hard.
I thought it was. I would just say that.
Harbajan is our lifestyle. We do everything hard. We hustle hard, party hard, drink hard, work hard, play hard.
Tell me what got you into singing.
Not people don't know about it. I always used to, like, from the time I was in like, secondary school, if you had to scroll deep down YouTube, you would see, like, I got a song from the time I was like 15 years old. So
For real? What was the name
yeah.
of that song?
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Me and my school friends and things.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sing it.
I tell you, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, go for your head top. Give me a pause. That was like one of the secondary school chants. You know what I mean? But it was just like music, like in my internal circle, music is always a thing. Like in house, we always like freestyle upon instrumentals. My little brother do music. But both of them, everybody's like that. We think. But I never used to carry it on the forefront for the most part. I never really used to pull music to say. But it was always like an internal part that we think. You know what I'm saying? Like freestyling and chanting and yeah, we've been doing that.
Been doing
Yeah,
that.
we just never used to really publish it.
And then you got into soca.
I don't even know how.
How?
I don't even know how, because naturally I ain't even a soca man.
And the thing about it is, you got into soca. We understand the hard Bajan and the brandy and ice and that genre of soca that is still Jordan English.
Yeah,
but I can jump now and go here. This sweet when you bring out with hyper songs now, like that's Jordan. Where did sweet voice come from? Talk to me. What's this delicate sweet voice?
That auto-tune.
They say that I'm drinking liquor. They can't see it drinking me. On the ground they hitting me. Lick me down and kicking me. They say that I'm drinking liquor. They can't see it drinking me. Oh Lord, they hitting me. Lick me down and kicking me. The brandy, too nice, too nice, too nice, too nice, too nice. The rum, too nice, too nice, too nice, too nice, too nice. Tequila, too nice, too nice.
Before last year when I was doing music, it was more gimmicky, it was more like, I wasn't even really serious, but when I actually see the potential in music, the potential to carry to other countries, the potential to create revenue, I just was like, you know, you want to make yourself as all-rounded as possible. So this year was like, I want to make sure that I could stand up in every category. And I used to realize like some certain events I would get booked for like younger people demographic, like 18 to 34 demographic, once they come down and they got the place. So
when you're busy and getting booked.
Yeah.
You understand?
when I got to events, I was mainly like primarily like 18 to 35 demographic, you know, it can't and whatever they sing is mad. But then I realized like I went to a more mature type event, more like 35 to maybe 65, and I realized like
You count that category very high. 35 to 65?
Well, when I ran a specific event last year, December, 4 people though they did.
I want you to know that category, people got real energy.
Yes, and even my mother in that category, and my mother friends, and them is got out mad, and them is got a certain crop of events, and they had to realize like what they take to. So you understand, you want to make yourself as much a viable player, you understand, so you got to be able to speak to every age group. And I was like, it's better to do it earlier, so actually bring a song that, my mother and she friends could go say that Bible and they still got saying that. My little families as in secondary school hours. Yeah. Yo, maximum. Yeah, I still got saying that. My younger people that could secondary school, be college or whatever, could Bible too, so now you're able to play all age, the full age range.
So you think we can get you on the social commentary side soon?
That is a stretch. That is very far. Wait, how much you been for that competition? 100 grand?
Yes. So we go hard.
It may not be that much of a stretch.
That is correct. Hard major, we get hard.
You get 100 grand for social commentary? I get to work for social commentary tomorrow. I get to work for social commentary tomorrow.
But I still love darkers, so let me go there.
Darkers.
From the smallest child now, I got my darkers on.
I put my darkers on, road I taking on. Get some money, take my goal, I put the bone. Got my chain swinging, shades blinging. That bumper broad, and they know that bumper when they taking road I taking on, they taking road.
I actually met Darkers last year, and I remember the night. The night was the night that they had a wake in the morning, and then they had a storm coming, so the country get put on shot for the night. You know what I'm saying? And that night, I remember we just link up on the bass now, and we was just there playing music, doing normal things. And my man, basically, I got a brother now, Easy. He get a pair of shades, and the man they take them off for 1 week. The man had these shades abusing day and night. Man, wake up with these all go sleep, got the what? I say, yo, I got my darkers on, road they taking on. And then also like, like when you're hustling and things, especially when you know start a big goal and things for the first time, and you're still trying to juggle and stuff, you'll be in and out the pawn shot, you might get a little 2 ounce of goal, and then hustle might go down and you gotta get to the pawn shot, but so you as I run up and start getting back from my money out the pawn, again back from my goal out the pawn, so that was like I had a brethren in the room that same thing to that man, and I know the pawn shot right through. I say, yo, yeah, somebody take my goal up with the pawn. He had no get all he rings and thing out the pawn shot. So I know I was just like looking at darkers on road they taking on. Get somebody take my goal up with the pawn. No my chain swinging.
And you bring all those together.
Yeah.
And you just made a hit song.
Yeah,
Did you think it would be a hit?
I actually like if they got any song that I met so far that I think was gonna be a hit is that one, and that's why they put it out last year.
How many other songs are you gonna bring up for the
So
year?
I already got and that's another thing. So I got a song called You Can Move Out on Paul Parish Rhythm. And I just that's a rotation song. I just allowing that to get in rotation, it playing by radio, DJs putting it in. And I would just, just filter, hopefully by the time we get down into Crop Over, it catching. And then I got a song with Jaguar that I feature on He Rhythm, Rhythm. That's another song that I just allowed to get into rotation, put a little plug on it. You understand? Because sometimes I feel like if you try to build 5 houses at the same time, you might got 5 unfinished houses.
Correct.
You understand? But if you fully try to build 1 or 2, you got 2 fully built houses. I know you're able to allow the other houses to reach a finished house, but there ain't no point going 5 unfinished houses.
It's
so
true.
If Darkers and drinking liquor, if I could really build them there to be giants for Crop Over, I feel like the other songs will still benefit being in rotation.
Tell me again about the business of Crop Over for you, and generally how you approach business.
Yeah, so it's just like to me now, as I tell you this year, doing music, last year was like a fluke or just a kicks.
Okay.
But this year now, I treat it like a product. You understand? It's like, for example, it's like tacos. You understand? It's like, for these tacos to sell, they need to be packaged well, they need to be presented well, and they need to be marketed well, because you need to even if them in the best tasting tacos, you need to feel like these resonate with you, because you see these somewhere. You understand? Yeah, but you need to feel it. So same thing like for the music, you need to feel like you know this from somewhere. So like if you know hearing Darkers and stuff, like you gotta feel like you hear this somewhere already. Like
Yes.
so same way packaging Darkers, make sure that it went out with a video visualizer so that you know who's singing it. One. It also went out with a photo shoot. It also gone out with a challenge so that the challenge keep it popping up. You understand? So that people could say, well, I hear this somewhere, and even if you don't like it, it's like it get forced on upon you. I feel like you gotta spoon feed people music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so just like any other business product that you're trying to sell, that's how you treating these songs, packaging them and marketing them. You know what I'm saying? Treating it like a product that you're selling as opposed to like some hobby that I want. Hear people and like it. You can't hope that people like it.
What advice do you have for anybody wanting to be in this business, wanting to start a business generally?
Yeah.
Because as I said, you're not just music.
Yeah.
You are so much.
Yeah. So basically, I find like limit down the things that you want to do. You understand? You might got like 5 talents, but then again, like I feel skeptical about getting advice, right? Because I feel like my advice might have worked for me.
Agree.
And it might not work for you. Because you might good doing what you see me doing and I could go left. You know what I'm saying? I don't advise people to do what I do because I know how to do what I do. You understand? But if I could say anything that, no, at my age, I feel like if I was to do something different, I would macro focus. You understand? Similar to what you're trying to build 5 songs that you same thing. I would macro focus on something. And once it's solid, do other things. Sometimes with me, I find in my life, like at one point, you're trying to run a restaurant, got a food truck, doing social media influencing, like building a party brand. And I realized like sometimes all these things like get unmanageable. So then it's like all of them performing at 50%. You understand? It's better got like one thing performing at 100% than 5 different things performing at 40 and 50%. You understand? People say, oh, you should got multiple streams of income, but I feel like you should build one first. And if I know what I'm doing in my life, I even close my bar, and it was meant to be a temporary close, but I feel like that's staying closed for a while. I can't go for that right now. So I still got my food trucks, but
Right.
I treat music like my macro focus right now.
Okay.
You understand? And that's when, like, you know, maybe a year from now, you could say you solid in your music playing overseas, your music dominating crop over your music. This
It
is
takes you
solid.
more places.
You
I
understand?
can't say places.
Yeah, it's solid, and then when it's solid, you could think. So I would tell people no to like, if you got 5 different things going on in your life, choose one that you feel that you're the most,
Strongest side.
yeah, the strongest side, and macro focus on that. Do that year, 2 years straight without doing nothing else.
We don't have our Darkers on,
Yeah.
but
I don't even be wearing Darkers that often because it's been hurting my age afterwards.
but we can go hard. It's hard, Beijing. Whatever you
Yeah.
do in life,
Yeah.
go hard at it,
Or
right?
hard. That way, if I tell you this is exclusive, everybody's be skeptical of hard Beijing mean. Hard Beijing means work hard, play hard, party hard, drink hard, do everything else hard. Active.
Active. It was indeed a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for that exclusive.
Big respect.
Jordan English. This is Festival Vibe Show. Thank you for watching.